Okay, this glass top stove has served us well, but it gets dirty on the top and food gets cooked on and you get these baked on rings. Typically what I do is use one of these scrubbies with some soap or the special stuff they give you to clean it with, and there's always just seems to be a ring left on the thing no matter what you do. So today I tried something different. I scrubbed this with some dishwasher detergent and it got more off than I've ever got off before, actually, just using this scrubby and dishwasher detergent. But then on this side I took it a step further, and you can see the ring on around this burner here, and this ring was still there after using the dishwasher detergent. But then I used, instead of just dishwasher detergent, I used this very fine sandpaper. It's 1200 grit with this scrubby inside it, and just got it wet and scrubbed. In this case I only scrubbed this portion here, so you can see the ring comes around and then disappears, and you don't see that burned on ring anymore until about here where I wasn't scrubbing, and it starts again. So this is 1200 grit sandpaper. I don't know, some people might cringe at using sandpaper on your glass top stove, but it's very fine. It's smooth to the touch. It's used in sometimes automotive, and there is a rougher one you can use. It's also pretty smooth to the touch, but I just don't want to go that rough. When I found that this 1200 worked sufficiently, I didn't want to get any harsher than that, but it works great. I'll put a little water on there and do a section so you can see. Okay, just this portion so you can see what's working and what is remaining. So you can see this is where I was not scrubbing, this is where I was scrubbing, and that grime has gone away using this 1200 sandpaper with a soft scrubby inside, so it's not so hard on your fingers. And now this is where I was not scrubbing. And you can see there's a graphic line, there are concentric circles in here that were not visible before. All right, so we scrubbed the entire surface and now everything is done. It's not perfect, as you can see. So you can see there are some scratches here, quite a few little ones and some big ones. And some of this is from regular wear and tear. Some of it may probably be from the 1200 grit sandpaper, perhaps even, but it is way better than it was. Our glass top is broken here from dropping a pot on there once, so who knows, maybe we'll replace it soon, but it's worth trying to at least clean it up and see what we've got before we go through the expense of replacing the whole thing. It functions fine. Also, this little gouge is not something that can be scrubbed off. It is a gouge from trying to use a straight blade, a straight razor, to scrape off some of the goo after using chemical and it wasn't working. So do be careful if you're using a blade. I think it may even say in the care instructions that perhaps you might try that with the right chemical, but I wouldn't advise it because you can end up with scratches like that. So we have found that the 1200 grit sandpaper, wet sanded, works the best.